The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB double M. Lotto.
Brown baby.
Gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face, and every hero they show gotta be pale? Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew, and Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Welcome to Deeper News Network, where we got the best work. I'm your host, Fetty Lotto, here to put a stain on your brain and bring you some news you can use. Now, we got some Young Pharaoh news over here, man. We got Young Pharaoh, man. He's, I don't know if he's tapping into his feminine side, his feminine energy, or whatever. I don't know. He was mounted by this cat deity. Some people saying the same cat deity that's supposed to have mounted Nature Boy, that had Nature Boy bugging out when he started spiraling out of control. Then you got other people saying that, you know, man, people being too hard on Young Pharaoh because people don't understand Young Pharaoh. Young Pharaoh is vibrating on a higher frequency than a lot of us regular people, so the things that he do does not seem normal to us. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I do notice a change in his acts. I do notice a little bit of a change in his appearance. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he be having the all-seeing eye tattoo that we see right here in the screen, and sometimes he don't be having that. I know Quintita Dean dropped a short that I seen. I don't know if it's a whole video, but I just seen one of the shorts that Young Pharaoh is underground allegedly. They put Young Pharaoh underground and put two different replacements out here to act like he Young Pharaoh. And if I'm not mistaken, I seen somewhere where Young Pharaoh was saying that if we ever saw him acting other than himself on the internet, then that's not him and people need to save him. So people shedding light on Young Pharaoh to try to save him, just in case, you know, some MK Ultra shit, or he's underground like Quintita Dean said, or they just trying to make fun of him, or is it just like, you know how the internet do? The internet will build you up, the internet will tear you down. Me personally, I feel like Young Pharaoh might be going through something, you know what I'm saying? Even if he did channel some type of some cat deity that mounted his body, I don't believe that deity is supposed to be there. Why would you channel some deity to stay in your vessel for an extensive amount of time? I don't know, maybe he got a reason, maybe he don't. We're gonna get into this. Let's see what TikTok got to say about Young Pharaoh. This our reaction to it, man. Geek News Network, let's get into it.
Upset because y'all don't know what's going on, but it seemed like Young Pharaoh tapping into segment energy. You know what I'm saying? The segment energy tapping into Young Pharaoh, you know what I mean? Which is what the cat energy he was speaking of, that he was channeling. That might be upset at him, but I bet you wasn't upset at this. When you seen this show and you used to watch this show with a bunch of pale people putting on makeup and 3D animation, mask and all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? I bet y'all sat there and watched it and complained, like, oh, that shit look cool, or y'all probably made conspiracies like, oh, they must be showing and revealing their real face. You see? And this is the cognitive dissonance. I don't know how humans claim that they're ready to meet aliens and all this other shit. You're not ready for it. You wouldn't even know an alien if they was looking you right in the face. You claim you're in tune, you claim you're in alignment, but the first thing that you did as soon as you seen Pharaoh's nails was to judge him and make fun of him and try to destroy his character and so on and so forth. It says a lot about you and less about him. See, I get so upset because y'all don't know what's going on, but it seemed like Young Pharaoh tapping into segment energy. You know what I'm saying? The segment.
Y'all cut the song short, but I was dreaming about it. What you did, it got me so gone. Used to write to this beat be wrong. Hanging up right back on your phone, 'cause I go so crazy when I hear voice tone.
Peace and Black Power, y'all. It's Royal Priesthood, Priestess, Neva the Fourth Fuji. And I've been getting a lot of DMs about Young Pharaoh, about MK Ultra, and about me making videos about both. So here's my video put into one. So before we even touch on Young Pharaoh and any of the weird behavior that we've been seeing from him on the internet, we have to touch on what Project MK Ultra even is. So MK Ultra is actually a CIA mind control program that they conducted from 1953 to 1972. They used drugs, hypnosis, electroshock therapy, and a lot of times they created these multi-personality disorders where they were able to program different personalities within those multi-personalities. They would call those alters. And of course, this is for educational purposes for TikTok and all that. So some of the symbolism that they use for MK Ultra is cheetah print. And as y'all seen, he had nails, which was already weird. But if you look closely, they were cheetah print nails. So with the cheetah print nails, that's probably why people are hinting to he might be, having some type of MK Ultra programming. They also enjoy using kitten ears and different references to animals and things like that. When they use those type of symbolism, it's usually beta programming, and that word right there next to kitten. So yeah, it's some of the things that you just gotta look out for, especially since you know that they talk in code, they talk with symbols. Some of the other symbols, butterflies, you might also see them covering their left eye. Even this right here that you see with Katy Perry, he has that tattooed on his, I think it's his left eye actually. And I'm not saying because you have that tattoo you automatically are in alignment with all of that stuff, but the tattoo along with the cheetah print nails and the behaviors, it's not looking good. But this is why it's important to separate the messenger from the message. What he was speaking was truth. What he was speaking was facts. But just because he's being publicly humiliating or he's publicly humiliating himself, whatever the case may be, it doesn't mean what he was speaking wasn't truth. You know what I'm saying? And I know simple-minded people think like that. So yeah, just make sure y'all don't get distracted by anything. It's something every day. And consciousness is being attacked. You feel me? They don't want us to know or get to the bottom of anything. So don't get distracted. Drink your water. Stay in the sun. Put your feet in the grass. Get your downloads. And stay safe. Peace.
Girl, come and rub on my lap until you release me, so I can grant your wishes and fulfill your fantasies. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. When it comes to freaking you, I'm gonna do whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to. Get you out, you gon' get undressed. I'ma lay it down, I'ma put on an experience. Get you out, you gon' get undressed. I'ma lay it.
Sexarella. These are Sexarellas, and they came out exactly how I envisioned them in my mind.
Based on my logical assertions, it seems like Young Pharaoh and Nature Boy are compromised by the same malevolent demonic spirit because they're both talking about cats. Now watch this video.
It's the test. It's the spirit of a cat. Why why? Because I channeled something the other day, and this is what influenced. Well, one of the things that influenced me besides my soul tripping. So half killer in me, half pimp, half samurai.
The demonic spirit that they was channeling was the Nekomata, and the Nekomata is a supernatural cat of yokai that's connected to occulted Japanese folklore. And the cat has two tails, which represents the double mind, because the double mind is a confused mind that's connected to James chapter 1 verse 8. Because a double-minded man is unstable in his ways because he doesn't have a sense of self-direction, which creates a chronic imbalance. So that means that you don't know if you want to be masculine or if your ass want to be feminine.
Man, listen, shout out to Young Pharaoh. He got these clown ass niggas in the uproar. Just on this bitch yapping and talking. So shout out to you for being your authentic self. Now let's get to this
Well, you got
clown right here.
You got your nails painted too. So is that why you shouting out Young Pharaoh? Cause now he got nails and I see you got some shit painted on your nails. Y'all jump in the comment section about that. You know what I'm saying? But he is channeling some cat shit, and that's the same thing Nature Boy was doing before Nature Boy went off the deep end. So I wonder if that, like, if that does coincide. Is this the same energy? And why nobody talking about the Lyrans? I'm pretty sure the Lyrans is a cat species, an extraterrestrial cat species. That's where they get the show Thundercats from and shit like that. Rashad Jamal even talk about that. Y'all look that up. Maybe he's mounted by a Lyran. It could be that too. You know what I'm saying? But let's figure out what's going on with Rashad Jamal. I mean, not Rashad Jamal, Young Pharaoh. My bad.
So this clown right here is what you would consider a smart, dumb nigga. And everybody know it ain't nothing worse than a smart, dumb nigga. This nigga get on the fucking internet and he just talk and yap and throw big words at people.
Stop listening to dumbass celebrities because fame and expertise are not synonymous. So just because you're good at music, acting, entertainment, and sports doesn't mean that you're knowledgeable when it comes to history, politics, and spirituality. Most celebrities are under mind control, which is why they got the blonde hair, because it propagates dark psychology, which is mental and spiritual inversion, which is quithothic emotional possession, which is engineered by destructive forces, which creates crash out magic, where you lose self-control by way of emotional impulse, which is a form of demonic possession.
See, this is exactly what I'm talking about, bro. He just throwing big words and phrases to sound intellectual. Like, yeah, when you put all the shit together, it sound cool. Oh, it doesn't lead to expertise. He think he's an expert. That's what nigga said. Based on my logical...
So what are you saying? Like, stop the fuck, nigga, what you talking about?
Surgeons and calculations like this scientific ass shit, bro. Simplify the shit, bro. I'm telling you, niggas, you don't need niggas like this to run around and throw all these big words at you and seem like they so smart and they so ahead of you, bro. You can explain the shit that this nigga is explaining in the simplest words and simplest terms. He did the same thing coming at 607 Unk, because 607 Unk had his nails painted. You did all this studying but have no knowledge yourself and running from who you truly are. Well, it might not even be who you truly are, because this is select class, my boy. This is a real spirit party you cannot get in. Now I'm going to break it down for y'all boys what this fucking cat energy is. The cat represents the feminine. Look at your boy right here. You see, I have my tiger nails. You feel me? That's that tiger cat energy. That's that feminine energy. These boys scared of that feminine energy, my boy. Now I'm going to break this shit down simple for y'all. Simple and plain. I'm not going to use no big words like these clown ass woke niggas. These overly spiritual niggas that's going through spiritual psychosis. That's have information overload within themselves. I'm going to break it down for you for the simplest niggas can understand. A child can understand this shit, how I'm finna break it down to you. Now, this guy says that it's the spirit of confusion. These guys are confused. He don't know whether he wants to be feminine or whether he wants to be masculine. Stupid motherfucker. You stupid intellectual fuck. The definition of a smart dumb nigga. You intellectual idiot. This the definition of a smart dumb nigga. You intellectual idiot.
This nigga ain't
now let me break this shit down for y'all boys. Now this is the symbol of the god Baphomet. Baphomet is a symbolic figure that has been portrayed as a demonic idol. But simply, all it shows is symbolism. The master of earth. He is sitting on top of earth. The moon is light and this moon is dark. That represents the yin and the yang and the duality, such as the breast and the phallus symbol right there. And you have the two serpents going up. That just represents duality, balance, Maya. All you woke niggas be talking about Maya, balance. All you niggas love talking about Hermes Trismegistus, right? Hermes and Aphrodite had a child named Hermaphroditus. The name combines both parents' names and transforms dual sex in being a water nymph. He has an androgynous body similar to that of an intersex person. He is minor romance deity, symbolize intersexuality, androgyny, and marriage. Androgyny, the highest level of the high. You are on earth in the lowest level of the low in the land of polarity. So you telling this nigga he got a split mind. Everyone down here has a split mind because it's the land of polarity, goofy nigga. Everyone down here is a split mind from the left and right hemisphere of your brain. The left side is the masculine and the right side is the feminine. You stupid motherfucker, you have to come into balance in order to appease both sides of who you truly are. You is too far over here in the left brain. You masculine, dominant brain ass nigga. You based on my logical calculations, the infrastructure of the molecular field, you sound.
If I can tell y'all 100%.
He trying to justify being gay, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But, I mean, some of the shit is right, and if he gay, he gay. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But we talking about what's going on with Nature Boy right now. Not Nature Boy. I keep saying that. Young Pharaoh. We talking about what's going on with Young Pharaoh right now. So, he ain't talking about nothing, man. Let's get back into it.
About Young Pharaoh, I would tell y'all that that's his own mind doing what he's doing. It's not MK Ultra. It's not the elites. It's not nothing scarier than you think. He's dealing with whatever spirits he's dealing with, whether there's no good or bad. There's just existence. He said he channeled a spirit, and that's his way of expressing what he channeled.
It's the spirit of a cat. Why? Because I channeled something the other day, and this is what influenced. Well, one of the things that influenced me besides myself, Jabone. So it's half killer in me, half pimp, half samurai, half cheetah-rella. And and they came out exactly how I envisioned them in my mind. I'm telling y'all right now, it was either gonna be this, shark teeth, or yellow viper scales. Nobody better steal my yellow viper scales, because I'm still coming out with those, them yellow vipers.
You can either agree or disagree. Just don't put more shit on what happened, because y'all saying that the MK Ultra happened or the elites got to him. That's not always the case. Some people really deal with spiritual things and spiritual psychosis and spiritual experiences and don't really know how to make it relatable. Not everything is going to be relatable on this whole spiritual spectrum of life, bro. Y'all need to understand that shit. Y'all say he tweaking, he tripping. Bro, this is spirituality that we're dealing with. Why do y'all think everything will be understandable and everything will be normal? This is spirituality. Like, that's why, like, I'm not spiritual no more, because I went very, very deep in spirituality to the point where I understand the understandable. So I would never use my ego to judge spiritual things, because that's all you did was just your nails. Because I know how wicked spirituality gets. I know how deep and dark that shit gets. And all these spiritual people think they want to be spiritual until they see one thing of spiritual psychosis and start judging it. You ain't go that deep yet. That's how I know you ain't go that deep yet. Because if you was truly going deep, your expression will be different. That's why people be having so much piercings and so much different things and speak a certain way, because they are really tapped in with the spiritual world. That's why I keep saying, bro, you don't want to go that way. Just sit your ass down, man. Go watch your favorite movies, chill with some good friends, eat some good food, and ground. That's how you become truly spiritual. Because that spiritual shit, bro, it gets uncomprehendable to your human experience. It gets unrelatable.
Young Pharaoh is playing the role of Jesus. Let me tell you what I mean by that. And I'm not saying that Young Pharaoh is Jesus, but I'm saying he's playing the role of Jesus. Because look, everybody in the spiritual community says, oh, follow your spirit. You being led by spirit. Your intuition is your strongest muscle. Follow your intuition. These are constructs of the matrix. We have to get rid of the constructs of the matrix. You have to not care what people think. You have to express yourself authentically. And now Young Pharaoh is doing all those things and he's getting attacked, which exposes the inauthenticity of the spiritual community, but he is also paving a way for everyone in this world to be authentic and be themselves. He's being crucified right now for his sins and for the people who are to come after him and commit these sins. And these sins are not doing something bad. It's not lust, greed, and all these things. In this matrix, these sins are things like being authentic, being yourself, following your spirit. The things that everybody actually claims in the spiritual community to do but don't actually do. This is what these sins are. This is how you get crucified in this actual world. So with that being said, I'm saying Young Pharaoh is playing the role of Jesus because right now he is currently being crucified for being spiritually authentic, so that people like me and others can be spiritually authentic and not have to go through what he's going through right now. I said this as simple as I can. I know some of you may not understand it, but the thing about spirituality, it's not meant for everyone to understand. You're not meant to understand everything, and you're not going to be understood by everyone. You either get it or you're not. You either see it or you don't. But the less you know, the more you see. And the more you know, the less you will see. And I say that because when you think you know everything, your mind literally confines your perspective to what you think you know. And everything outside of that, you think is false information, so you can never see. But when you think you don't know anything, your mind is literally open and literally vast, and you're literally paying attention to all the things in your environment and gaining information from all different perspectives because you don't know, you're just gaining information. So with that being said, I love y'all, and shout out to Young Pharaoh. I love you, bro. Keep doing you. Young Pharaoh.
Peace, love, and light to you. I appreciate you for commenting this because this is something I feel we should talk about. Firstly, let's talk about the law of perpetual transmutation. If you are not familiar with that, I am going to put on the screen what that means, okay? Now, I want you to understand that everything starts here first, and then that is when it becomes physical in the reality. That is everything. This started up here. This started up here. Everything started up here, okay? Now, you feeling like me being appreciative of me being in the suburbs after being in the hood my whole entire life, I should not be grateful for that. It's actually crazy to me because gratitude is one of the highest vibrations. You do not have to be struggling to be spiritual. It actually makes more sense for you to have more if you're spiritual because the universe rewards you when you do good. And that's how I know that you got too caught into the knowledge that you started neglecting your physical reality, not understanding that you are.
This is not about Young Pharaoh. This is about her. Whoever this girl is, this is the second time I ran into your content that's supposed to be about Young Pharaoh, but you're talking about yourself, and I don't think we care.
This video right here is about why negative things keep happening in your life. Straight up. And so this video was inspired through a conversation that I had with a friend of mine. And I said, you know what, let me make a video about this because I feel everybody needs to hear this. Spirits. Spirits are real, okay? I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of y'all children, okay? Immature. You want to believe what you want to believe, but don't want to know what is actually the truth. So let's just talk about spirits, okay? I've done plenty of videos of spirits. I'm not backtracking, but I will say this. If you're walking on the street, you're a pedestrian. If you're in a car, you're a driver. If you're floating around in a time-space continuum without a body, you're a ghost, a spirit, a soul, phantom, whatever word. If you're in a body, you're a human. Simple. It's that simple. So now why is this important? You have spirits who have become so disconnected from the Creator. How do you become psychologically disconnected from the Creator? When you start to create according to that which is an illusion. That which is not really real, but you believe it's real, but it's only real because you're making it real. Let me give you an example. Green or blue never hurt anybody. If you don't like green or you don't like blue, it's simply the way that you are projecting the stimuli or the phenomena, the stimuli or the phenomena via your experience with these colors. These colors didn't say anything to you. My favorite color is green. Your favorite color is whatever. It doesn't matter because green, I'm not green's favorite color. I'm choosing green. For my own personal reasons. So if I started to actually obsess with green and believe that green was better than every other color, then I would start down the path of a demon. How? Because I would go into my ego. Why? Because I would believe that green has some superior power over every other thing, when really I'm giving it the power because I'm the one thinking about it that hard and focused on it, when really it's not that serious. Because somebody else could come to the same conclusion about blue, and next thing you know, green is better than blue, and blue is better than green, and the green people are going to war with the blue people, and now we're in chaos because we both become disconnected from the creator, which is our own minds. You are creating your own reactions based off your actions of thought. So with that being said, why are negative things keep happening to your life? Your behavioral patterns, right? The way you grow up, whether it's your fault or not, are toxic most of the time. And then what happens is your behavior is what operates your frequency. So if you have, discipline and aware behavior, then those type of spiritual beings will be attracted to you because they can sense your frequency. If you have sneaky, conniving, and devilish behavior, those type of beings will be attracted to you because they can sense your frequency. So what happens is, the reason that it's so much negativity happening through your life is because your whole life you're channeling evil spirits. And then when you stop channeling them, the environment or the people around you are still behaving in manners which channel these spirits. And so these spirits are constantly around you, trying to influence and alter your frequency so that you can become low vibrational enough for them to feed off you again. So it's just like, think of it like food, right? If we stop eating meat solely for our souls, but for our soul health, but also because it got parasites and other entities in it. So let's just deal with parasites, right? I did a video called The Science of Parasitic Influence on Human Consciousness, or something like that, where I broke down how parasites release chemicals into your digestive system that alter your thoughts and make you commit behaviors to feed them. So,
see, this is what I'm trying to figure out, right? How did he go from teaching this type of stuff to the antics that he's indulging in right now? I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even saying, like, I don't know how y'all gonna take it, but I'm not even judging this man. Like, I don't know what's going on with him, honestly. I mean, I don't like the aesthetic of it. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like him wearing these nails after presenting himself and parading around as a solid man that's fighting for our culture, fighting for, I guess, the upliftment in our vibration, you know what I'm saying, mentally, physically, and spiritually, as a people, to now wearing these cat shit and all that shit. I mean, maybe I don't understand. Maybe I need to be enlightened and be like, oh shit, all right, now I get what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it doesn't look like something that, I don't know, that it doesn't look like something that the people should be following. You know what I mean? Maybe he's going to, reveal some great awakening and have everybody like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? He did it. But until then, we gotta figure this out, man. Young Pharaoh, man, what's going on?
The demonic entities operate just like parasites. That's why they call spiritual parasites. So if I stop eating pork because it got parasites in it, but somebody around me is still cooking pork in my pan, I'm still gonna have parasites in my vicinity. I'm still going to have parasites in my dishes. I'm still going to have bad energy in my dishes. So I'm still being influenced by something that I no longer want to be influenced through my own behavior, but I'm being influenced indirectly through somebody else's direct behavior on themselves. So now why is this important? If I stop drinking and I stop doing all kind of things that are lowering my vibrations, and then somebody around me is constantly doing it, even though that demon can no longer be housed in me, it can be housed in he or she still. And so it's always in an area where it can influence me. So the reason negative things is constantly keep happening and it seems like, damn, every time I'm doing good, something fucked up happening, is because you will not get away from these fucked up people, or you will not get out of these fucked up environments where these demonic these demonic forces are present. It's that simple. If you want to change from a negative to positive, you have to get outside of the influence of the force. It's literally the force. Everything is one. It's just volume. Good and bad are the same thing.
Oh yeah, YP was never like that, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something one of these days, bro, how my spiritual psychosis went. My own spiritual psychosis told me to come on here, right, doing a humiliation ritual. For myself though, I believe that God wanted me to kill my ego in front of y'all and then explain later, but I never ended up doing it. So in my head, I went against God. But if I would have did it, y'all would have thought that somebody else made me do it. But no, my own self made me do that because I had an intentional, conscious reason behind it, but I just never did it. But if I would have did it, the same person that would have called me a sellout, now it's like, damn, bro, that's crazy. But if I would have did it, you would have fell for it. So isn't it crazy how life works? I didn't do it, and now it's like, okay, real's cool. But if I did do it, you would have made a whole reality up in your head about why that happened. So that's why I'm just telling you, you never know what's going on. You never know the truth behind something. So don't like try to get involved in it. You never know why he's doing that or why something is happening. It's always a million possibilities. Me knowing that changed my perception on the social media shit, because I could have came on here and made you look at me differently. I chose not to, so now I control my perception. I control your perception of me. I literally control your perception of me. Oh yeah, why?
This is the truth about Young Pharaoh and his nails. Y'all been asking me about this, so here you go. Okay, so firstly I want to say Young Pharaoh is great at doing this. He's great at exposing things, you feel what I'm saying? He's been doing this for forever. Everywhere he goes in life, he exposes all the energies in the environment. He exposes all the fake people, all the real people. He exposes what is to be there. He shines a light on in the environment he goes and exposes the true intent and the true essence behind things. For example, when he first got into the spiritual community, he was exposing everybody in the spiritual community. That's why they all hated him. And guess what? He just did it again. I don't know if he was intentionally doing this or if he was led by spirit, but he just did it again. And I say this because people in the spiritual community always preaching 5D, we're in 5D, free soul expression, follow your intuition. We're under the constructs of colonization, free your mind, free your soul. But then when you actually listen and do these things to a genuine, authentic extent, they attack you. You can ask Rael Chosen, he went through this as well. He just was authentic and they attacked him. Young Pharaoh just got on here and told y'all that he was spiritually led to do something for a certain reason. He said he channeled something, he was spiritually led to get nails, to channel the spirit of the cat. That's why he got cheetah print. So he just in real time shows you what it looks like if you rid your mind of all programs of the physical world and follow your spirit 100%, which most people would not do. And then y'all attacked him and called him this and that, which shows y'all you don't really believe in what you say. I'm not saying what he did is right or wrong, or if it's this or that. I don't have an opinion on it because that's a grown man, and I don't care what other people do with their life because it don't affect me at all. Him having nails on his finger don't affect me at all. But I will say y'all don't live by what you say. You claim 5D. You claim expression. Express your soul to the highest extent. Listen to your ancestors. Channel and then follow your intuition. You claim that we've under all these false egregores that pollute our mind. That everything is a concept and it's fake. But then as soon as somebody act outside the binds of colonization, outside the binds of what you've been programmed to do and think, then you attack them. And it's the same as Agent Smith in the Matrix. Y'all don't live by it. Y'all do what is acceptable by society. If you feel like wearing a certain outfit inside, you won't go out and wear that outfit in public because you worry about people judging you, worry about people thinking that you're this and you're that. You have all these programs and you stopping you from fully expressing your...
But what if it's genuinely how you believe? You know what I'm saying? You could genuinely not feel comfortable with going outside looking any type of way. You know what I'm saying? That's just who you are as a person. Not how people gonna look at you, but how you look at yourself and feel about yourself as a person. You know what I'm saying? You could not want to, as a grown-ass man, not want to put fake acrylic nails on your hands sharpened up like cat claws because you feel that's just not what you do as a person, not because you worried about how somebody else is going to think about you. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's openly gay that will wear shit like that, and that's what they do. They ain't worried about how the next motherfucker looking at them because they are living in their truth. You know what I'm saying? But the people that's not into that is not going to move like that. So that's why people are curious about what's going on with Young Pharaoh. I think that y'all dudes are getting this all wrong. People are just curious on what's going on. This is somebody that's just like, you know, not to compare Young Pharaoh to Farrakhan or nobody, but that's just like Farrakhan starting to move in this manner. Everybody's going to be like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the messenger, with the minister? What's going on with that? We're not used to seeing that. You know what I'm saying? We're used to seeing Young Pharaoh moving a certain way. So people are gonna ask about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you got trolls on the internet that's coming at him, attacking his character and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I hope y'all making the videos for them. But why would people even make videos for them? You know what I'm saying? If y'all supposed to be the conscious community, and what's that saying? Never argue with a fool, because people from a distance don't know who's who. So y'all sitting up here arguing with what people who y'all think are fools. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody that's not in the conscious community is just not woke or something like that. I don't know I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all be throwing me for a loop, man, thinking that y'all just so smarter than everybody else. You don't express your true feminine like, come on, bro. We ain't trying to hear all that. We just want to know what's going on with Young Pharaoh, man. Do you got a something like a good explanation for this man? Since I don't know if he's not speaking for himself. And like I said, I'm not judging him. I'm just curious. I want to know what's going on, because it's something outside of the norm that I see in this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be open-minded and know that, all right, anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? But when you're a person that pay attention to patterns, and you start seeing people going outside of a certain pattern, that's something that you going to pay attention to even more. Like, damn, what's going on over there? What's up with that? You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going on with Young Pharaoh. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? For the people that's really like thinking that it's wrong for people to question what Young Pharaoh was doing. I don't know. Maybe it's me, but they got a little feminine shit going on with them. Like, they part of the the alphabet community. You know what I mean? And if they are, they are. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, man. Right now, nigga, I'm in my headquarters, man, speaking how I speak freely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got the right to do. You know what I mean? So I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm just speaking freely. And the people that, are mad that certain people are questioning Young Pharaoh seem a little, you know what I mean? To me, you know what I mean? They seem a little playing, they batting for this. They sword fighting out this motherfucker. I don't know. You know what I mean? Let's get back into this though.
So, because what if you had a premonition to do something different? Get some nails, or get a lace front, or cut all your hair off and go bald. What if you had a premonition to dress like a Star Trek character? You wouldn't do it because you're so worried about the programs of the world. Not to speak on the nails and stuff real quick. Stop worrying about what other people do and live your life. If you don't like it, then subtract your attention away from him. Simple. This is the truth about Young Pharaoh and his nails. Y'all been asking.
That did make sense. If you don't like it, then subtract your attention away from it. Of course, that's what you can do, and that would be the good thing to do if it bothers you. But this right here, this show is for the people that's curious about what's going on with Young Pharaoh, man. Is he under MK Ultra mind control or not? Is he really mounted by some type of cat deity? Is he mounted by a lyran? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the bro?
Okay, bitch, this is my 5th time recording this video. This is my 5th and final time recording this video. Here's my video on Young Pharaoh. So Young Pharaoh had a 3-hour live. I watched it so that you don't have to. Here's some notes on what he said, okay? I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm just going to tell you guys what he said as far as what's going on with his nails and his feline spirit, okay? Let's go. So Young Pharaoh on his live last night said to a caller, he said that when they asked him about his nails, he said that somebody did something vice and that they shouldn't have done, and that he had to help the spirit get its unfinished business. He also said that he wanted to interact with the spirit of a feline entity. Now, something that I know personally is that certain folk practices in the East, they believe in having one hand with for long nails to show the left-hand path, or that you work with a darker energy, okay? I'm not saying he does that. I'm just saying that's a fact. We are also in Leo season, and the Lionsgate portal just passed. Remember that. I also wrote that he's 32 years old. Don't know if that matters, but anyway. So Young Pharaoh said out of his own mouth, he said, and I quote, "Niggas in the U.S. government trying to play him like a hoe." So he just had to flex real quick and let him know that nobody ever put their hands on him and that they not gonna put their hands on him. I don't know why he's saying that. He said these cheater nails is to let him know that he ain't no hoe. He just make it look good. So is somebody trying to harm him and attack him? Is he saying that these nails are weapons? Let's continue. Pharaoh continues on to say, this is to let the whole galaxy know that they not gonna put their effing hands on him. So he keeps talking about physical violence being threatened to him for whatever reason, okay? He says that with the nails, that he's just talking shit through body language and that he wants to grab Madison with the nails. Who is Madison, bitch? Can y'all leave it in the comments? I don't know who that is. He said he thought that the nails would be cute. He always wanted to do it, so he always wanted to get his nails done. And he said that if his hair wasn't locked, that he would have straightened his hair like Snoop Dogg on Bones. And again, he reiterates that he had to help a spirit out. Let's move forward. And I still maintain that he's dealing with some shit that he don't know what he's getting himself into. I really believe that. Okay, so he said that the nails represent the, quote, betrayal of and by femininity expressed primarily by the feline species. He says the divine femininity and motherhood and its abandonment of a lot of things. So I guess what he's saying is he's trying to say he's channeling a feline spirit to let them pass through this plane, and that this particular spirit was betrayed by people before. And I don't know if he's trying to say that this spirit is trying to align the divine feminine and the divine masculine and the motherhood and all that they feel was abandoned by us, by women, I guess. But the funny part about it is, isn't he like anti-feminist? So why would anyway? He got a lot of shadow work to do, obviously. Okay, so he said that it represents the restoration and upliftment of the divine masculine and divine feminine. He said that it's 100% his idea and that it was a spirit's idea. He's trying to say ain't nobody talking him into this. It was what he wanted to do. He also said the nails, again, are a way to allow a spirit to pass through this world that was betrayed. That was at the 45 minutes, 22 seconds line. 45 minutes and 22 seconds part of his live, At 52 minutes, he said, quote, people want to SA him, so he had to let motherfuckers know that it's nothing sweet. Also, he's tired of people trying to rob him or worse. So, girl, it's getting deep. So I wrote, so are the nails protection? So at 56 minutes and 6 seconds, he literally said, y'all better stop graping shit, because that make a motherfucker turn brutal. Is he saying that he was raped? Oh my gosh. So I said, was he raped? He mentioned the government officials and people trying to throw him in the psych ward or jail. Now that is the end of my notes on him, but I will say this. I wrote down that Young Pharaoh is a supporter. Apparently, he's experiencing the curse. And I also said that Young Pharaoh called the Asians his favorite in his nails video while at the salon. So I felt like he was taking a dig at Black America. So I don't know what he got going on. I would love to hear y'all takes. I just wanted to tell you guys my notes and what I think. It definitely feels like he got into some dark shit. He don't know what he's dealing with. Now, with the MK Ultra thing, I'm not saying he's not MK Ultra. I'm saying he's been on the MK Ultra, so that's nothing new. That's not why he's behaving the way he is now. Something else happened, and I really feel like he got into some deeper left-hand practices that he's not too familiar with, and it's giving he done let something out. He done let something out. He don't know how to put it back in the box, bitch. So what do you guys think? Yes, I think that he is under MK Ultra. I definitely think that, but I don't think it's in the way that a lot of people are saying. I think that he's been under it, and I think that he got cocky and ahead of himself, and he got deep into some spiritual practices he doesn't know how to save himself from, and he's getting stuck. That's what I think, and I find it so interesting that he's so anti-feminist, he's anti-woke, he's all right-wing and all that, but you got long nails on. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. The people want to know why you're wearing long nails. You talking about a feline spirit, but people ain't accepting that. So what do you guys think? Leave comments below. Thank you.
Josh Netter bought some extras off Martina behind my back. I didn't know that though, because I don't do drugs. And the only reason I found that out is because Josh tried to come and tell me, oh, Martina be doing pills behind your back and she know you're not with that. So I called Martina and I pressed Martina about it. And she told me that Jocelyn is the one who bought the pills off her. So long story short, Jocelyn did me. That either gave me mushroom tea, ayahuasca, or ecstasy without me knowing. But the gave me something without me knowing.
Young Pharaoh would then go on to say that he would be abducted by alien. At this point, some people thought that he completely lost his mind. He would claim that he was abducted by alien and they took his old soul and gave him a new one.
I got abducted before by extraterrestrials.
What?
Do you believe that? Look me in my eyes.
What the f? No,
Look me in my eyes.
absolutely not, because you're still here on the internet raising hell.
Look me
No,
in my eyes.
no.
And tell me I'm lying.
You're lying.
That's the problem. I'm aware of something you're not. We're gonna see though.
What's up with your tongue? Why you always doing your tongue like this?
I don't know, part of my personality. I like to flick my tongue out. Part of my swag, part of my micro-expression, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm aware of something on the I'm aware of shit
So
that
tell me
the
what
average
happened
person
when
is
you were abducted. before we move on?
I told your story like 5 times already.
Okay, I haven't heard this particular story.
Okay,
I'm sure my viewers haven't heard it.
Right now.
Okay, tell me.
I was on a table, and my body was on the table.
Okay.
And I was on a ship, and it was all metal, like a spoon. And I was looking down on my body, and my body was like chest down. I was looking at the back of my head, and there was some beings operating on my 33rd vertebrae, and it felt like it felt like when you take 2 wires and you touch them, and they kept going like that with my nerve. I don't know what it was. Don't have me get the line, but it was right here, and I could look all around me, but I couldn't look to the right. It was a being right here to the right, but it didn't look like near you. I don't know what the fuck it was. Okay. But it was whatever it was a masculine being.
Since then, Young Pharaoh has fell off completely.
Josh Netter.
Shit get ugly. Everybody with me thug. Keep that pistol out, no regular clips allowed, you know we clutch. I stand firm on what my gang do. Ain't no nigga gon' do nothing like in the club.
I have a bodyguard because we live in a world where the more intelligent you are, the bigger the target on your back if you use your intelligence to actually help people. If I was telling y'all to take vaccines and experimenting on y'all like Anthony Fauci and the rest of these dirty motherfuckers, I would be cool. But since I'm using my mind to actually help people and actually solve real problems in the world and actually speak on real shit, now it's a problem. So I just want to let y'all know, be putting everything on the table. Let it be known, there is a young black genius who came from nothing, literally nothing, from adoption to motherfucking being homeless, motherfucking prison, to being in the top 8% of wealthy motherfuckers in the country. I'm gonna just leave it there. And he putting on for his people. Right mind would do that. Y'all even just watching my YouTube channel have somewhat of an understanding of my personality. So if you see me acting out of my motherfucking character, you wouldn't think that something was wrong with me? Would you make memes about me and be like, oh, this nigga Pharaoh is blah, 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 blah? Or would somebody come try to motherfucking rescue me and make sure I'm good and see what the fuck is going on? Right mind would do that. Y'all.
So, we're going to end that with that, right? And are the people that's defending him to the point to where they are even mad at the people that's questioning his actions when he got online himself and said that the people that know him or know his character, even from YouTube, if y'all see him doing things online that he doesn't normally do, you should question it. You should question it, and you should think that something is wrong because that is not his character. So the people are just doing what he said to do. So maybe the people that's making the other motherfuckers feel bad or trying to, run some type of guilt trips or make people feel like, they wrong or they stupid or something for questioning this. Maybe y'all the agents. Maybe y'all Agent Smiths or whatever the fuck y'all that Matrix shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make no sense. But just because it doesn't make no sense right now, on the other hand, I don't mean that it's wrong. Maybe he is channeling something for the greater good, for, at least himself, if not others. You know what I'm saying? But you already know what it is, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Freddie Lotto, G and N. Till next time, we out of here.
I want you to stand up tall.
The name of all the real niggas.
I want you to speak up clear and loud.
Respectfully, the most honorable YB Double M. Lotto.
Brown baby.
gunshots in the dark at me. Discrimination cause my head nappy. Call me a thug cause I'm tatted up. Now your actions justify when them slugs clap me. I think it's a war on the black race. Why every criminal they show got a black face? And every hero they show gotta be pale. Is it me or y'all got the wrong niggas for crimes against humanity? Of course we out here acting up. They slaughtered our elders and told the babies they from Africa. We screaming Black Lives Matter, they do. Well nigga, Black Lives Matter to who? Cause they don't matter to you. You know the owner of that movement, a Jew. And Nick Cannon got canceled just for speaking the truth. True, y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe. Y'all think money bring power, it don't. Unity bring power, then we take what they owe.